sitting here thinking, how when I die, because we're all gonna die, right? When I die skinty and be cremated on a very colorful beach towel. That's right, a beach towel. What? Baked cream? What are you talking about? When I am cremated, that is my wish. When I am cremated, I do not want to be in a box. Okay? I don't want to talk about death. That is so morbid. No, it's not. It's a part of life. Death and life are two parts of the same coin. You cannot have one without the other. Okay? So, that's Priscilla in the background talking about Alexander Rodriguez's gastric bypass fail. Anyways. I was thinking I want to be skinty so I can just slide right on that. They can just slide me right on that beach, colorful as fuck beach towel. Like I'm talking like colorful, like something exploded all over the beach towel on all different colors. It would be so amazing. Bright colors, like neon colors and pinks and greens and blues and yellows and just amazing. Flowers and birds and Frenchies of all my Frenchies. That's a great idea. I should get my beach towel made so I can be cremated on it one day. They're like, why would you want to be cremated on a beach towel? Well, it's interesting that you asked because I was sitting here thinking, why do I want to be cremated in a fancy motherfucking box? That is so stupid. That is not for the dead, it's for the living. And it costs too much money. Okay, you know how expensive funerals are? Do you know how expensive caskets are? And they will rip your pants right off your face. Why are your pants on your face? They will rip the eyeball off your eye, okay? Don't buy the expensive caskets. Why? Think about it. You're either burying it or you're burning it. So what purpose does it serve? To have a fancy casket, so everyone at the funeral could go, oh, they look so beautiful, and that's very fancy with gold ornate, beautiful brass, and silver, and chrome hardware, and fucking bells and whistles, and acrylic painted with the murals of Italy, the favorite city of his in southern Italy. Like, what the fuck? Like, why? Just so you can have that moment of saying goodbye to your loved one who's already gone. It's just their body that remains. They're already gone. Their soul has left the building. Okay? The soul has left the building, but you're gonna spend thousands. I'm talking like 10 plus thousand probably for a nice casket. To put someone in the ground where you can't even see the casket? I mean, if you wanna splurge on the tombstone and they wanna be buried and you put a nice tombstone out and like maybe a nice little bird and a nice little, I don't know, a nice little scene. I don't know, whatever. Okay? Knock your socks off. I understand that because you go and visit it. That's for you though. You go and visit it. It's a place for you to sit and think of the loved one and remember good times and sit and mourn them and grieve them and, you know, love on them and send them good thoughts, you know? Ask questions, ask for advice, whatever, right? Hi, Jackson. And then, So it's for you, but you have to understand that it's for you. You're doing it for you, right? Chris, you just got here and you're already complaining. If you were here, do you see this ring imprint? It would be on your face. Just kidding. Oh, into my eye. So I was thinking, I don't want an expensive funeral. I don't want a funeral, period. I don't want a funeral. I just don't. I don't want. Well, first of all, who's gonna come? When you have no friends, okay, I have family, but I mean, when you have no friends, like when you think, do you ever think like when you die, who's gonna show up to the funeral? Like it's not gonna be like the funeral that one of my best friends had, you know, like it was filled with people because she was so social and so like just involved in so many different things and groups and activities that she had a lot of different sources of friend groups. And so a lot of people came to her funeral, which was really lovely to see, but that wouldn't be me. So when I go, I didn't make it myself. Hi, Pooh. This I thrifted. It's actually, I usually wear it this way, but when I'm feeling disheveled and scarred, I wear it the other way. But it's froggy. It's actually a promise to somebody, one of my subscribers. She loved it so much. I'm like, you can have it. My word means something. If I say I'm gonna give you something, I'm gonna give you something, okay? So I was thinking, you have to realize those tombstones and fancy caskets, your loved one is gone. It's for you, okay? Don't get ripped off. Funeral homes make so much money. Ripping off people, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sure there are very honest funeral homes, okay? But it's big. It is a business. Let's get real. It is a business, and it's big business. Okay, death is a big business. Okay, tombstones, land, mausoleums, angels, cement, fucking nativity scenes, whatever. Okay, it's big business. Everyone left because they're scared to talk about that. I'm like, I don't want to. I want to be cremated, skinty, so they can just. I want to be the least troublesome when I die. I just want to, like, nobody. I don't want to go thinking I was a burden to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is my goal. What is your goal when you die? Tell the truth. What is your goal when you die? My goal is to not be a burden to anybody. So I want to go skinty, so I'm not like a burden to the fire department. Well, it's true. If you guys are huge, if you guys are morbidly obese, you have to think when you drop dead, who's gonna carry your body ass? Your body ass? Your body, your big ass body out of your home or wherever you drop. I know it's morbid, but it's the truth. Who's gonna carry you out? It's gonna be the motherfucking fire department, bitch. It's not gonna be the paramedics. They can't carry shit. Okay, even when I was heavier, they barely carried my ass out here when I broke my ankles, okay? Fucking 120-pound paramedics. Why are you a paramedic? Who are you gonna pick up at 120 pounds of wet, bitch? And it was a man. I'm sorry. I want strong, big, burly paramedics. Sorry, men. I just do, okay? Big, burly, or big butch dyke women, okay? Big, strong, burly firemen, and paramedics coming to my aid when I die or when I'm almost dead, you know? But the point is, I don't want a fancy box. I don't want to put that financial burden on anybody. That is such a waste of motherfucking money. Especially when you think you're doing it for the dead, when the dead, yes, please, please make your own. Please. I've seen people do that, prepare their own and cover all their... If I could do that, I totally would fucking do that. Maybe when I think I'm gonna die sooner, like the gap like narrows in my death period, my demise, the decade of my demise, it's coming. It's coming. I will start planning like a fund for my costs because I just want to be going into the cremation. That's even a lot of money. You know how much they charge you to cremate a body? I don't even want to tell you, okay? I don't even want to tell you. Hi, Slosh Man. I'm talking about death and funeral homes and being fucking responsible when you're expecting people to shell out thousands, tens of thousands of dollars on a fucking box to put you in the ground or into the oven. That's what we're talking about, Slosh Man. So slosh it up or slosh away, whichever way you want to slosh it. Do it. But there is honor in that when you're making sure that you have your own plot, your own tombstone, your own all of that like settled, so you're not a burden to the ones that are left behind. Slosh, yeah. Slosh, yeah. I'd bounce anybody off with my tits. Oh, boom! So then I thought, okay, I just want to go and be cremated in like a pine box, like the cheapest motherfucking box you can put me in. That's legal, okay? But then I thought, okay, that has to be legal. So there has to be a legal way of disposal of a body, right? You're not really disposing of it, but you kind of am. You kind of are. You kind of are. Let's just be real. Your soul is gone. Cremation and burial is just for the living. It's not for the dead. The soul is gone. It's gone. You know, my mother would always get on me. Why don't you ever visit your dad's urn? They put it in a fucking like mausoleum thing. I'm like, he's gone. That's not my dad. That's a fucking jar. Like, people don't understand that there are different ways that people mourn. Some people need to go see a tombstone and sit there and go, oh, I miss you. Oh, I love you. Oh, I miss you. And they're like, that's the proper way to grieve. Go fuck yourself. Grief has its own way of appearing in your body and your mind, okay? You grieve your own way and tell everybody to go, this, whatever this is. I would get so upset with her. She'd be like saying that I don't miss him, I don't love him, he's not my father, you don't even respect him because you don't even go, excuse me? Like, lady, I'm sorry, come on. We have a very complicated relationship. I'm sure a lot of you do too with your parents, but she was very, very upset about that. So she wanted me to go to appease her. Do you see how ridiculous that is? It would appease her that I went to see my dad's urn when my dad is gone. His soul is gone. He's with me. He's where he is. Okay? Like, how do you shit on somebody for not going to see an urn? You know what I'm saying? Anyways. So I'm thinking, okay, I want to be cremated, but I want to be cremated not in a box, like a box. Why do I want wood mixed in with my ashes? I don't want wood in my ashes. So I thought, what if my skinty little body is put on a colorful beach towel? Wouldn't that be incredible? And then put into the cremator. Because the cremator. Is that what it's called? The cremator? Oh my god, my nose is running. It's so fucking cold out here. I went into the water yesterday and sliced up my thigh. Yes, I did. You saw that, didn't you? It still fucking hurts. Every time I sit on the toilet, my thigh hurts because it's exactly where that area it is. We are here and it is now. Hi, Francois. Thank you, Francois. I saw they make her own tombstone. What does she make it out of anyways, Pooh? Like, she actually make it, like, she just, like, glue rocks together? Like, if she's that cheap, she must have made it out of something that she could find and not buy, right? So I'm curious. Some of those things were so, like, talk about extreme. I saw one episode years ago where the guy was going to weddings just to pick up the rice. You know when people would throw rice in the when you come out of the church, congratulations. People would throw rice. Well, of course, nobody wanted fucking rice all over their steps. So that stopped. But before that, when it was still going on, he said he would go to weddings to pick up the rice. A kernel at a time. Yes, yes. A kernel of rice at a time. A grain of rice, I should say. A grain of rice at a time. A kernel of popcorn. A grain of rice at a time. Like, talk about cheap. That is fucking cheap. And then I saw a Biggie Clean episode this morning where the guy was cleaning out a house that was filled. Oh my God. I have so much empathy for hoarders because I'm a hoarder. I don't know who it was. They didn't talk about the person. I didn't listen. I just watched it. It was really early this morning. He had huge, you know those huge, is it like a 4-liter bottle of like spring water they sell? Hundreds of them everywhere, just like piled, lined up, piled on top of each other, filled. I can't even say it. I'm gonna throw up. Did I show you my hair? What did I show you? Let me fix it for you. There it is. This is me when my hair is wet and I freshly wash it. This is how curly it gets. And I will fix it later. But in the meantime, let's do a set. So what do you want to be buried in? Do you want to be buried or do you want to be cremated? And in what? And why? Like, why does it have to be you know what I'm saying? Like, do you expect other people to pay for your funeral or do you think you should pay for your own? There you go, Chris. You're probably left. Too bad for you. Chris is the guy who was always in here. He's asking for farts and then he leaves and then I fart. Why does it make me laugh so? I think Yarman is a total sub. I think he is. He's a yes boy. Yes boy. Yes, mommy. She probably breastfeeds him. Well, I'm not gonna say anything else, but you just never know, you know. Well, you know what you should do? Powder puff. Go live your life. I should do a set. You can watch this while I'm doing a set. Here you go. Here, flour, powder, tutor, poof. There. You're welcome. So yesterday it was 6 degrees. It got up to 6 degrees. Still very cold. The water was so cold. So cold. So cold. But I went in there. I did. It was amazing. Highly recommend. Very salty. The ocean is very salty. I know you know this, but it is very salty. You forget how salty it is until you dunk your head and it gets a little bit in your eyes and you're like, ah! Oh God. Oh. Baby, you nested the blanket right off of you. My little chicken nugget. Oh. We had so much fun yesterday. At the beach.